I'd like to call to order today's Board of Works meeting for August 28th. If we can start with claims.
Yes, good morning. First, I have a ratification of payroll withholdings from January 23rd. Payroll withholdings of $27,029.92. Then I have ratification of payroll withholdings from February 27th for $26,116.29. Then I have ratification of payroll withholdings from March 27th for $85,770.93. Then I have ratification of payroll withholdings April 24th for $70,621.42. Ratification of payroll for May 22nd of $70,621.42. And ratification of payroll withholdings from June 26th of $85,776.18. The ratification of payroll withholdings from July 24th of $70,514.17. And I have ratification of payroll withholdings. Ratification of claims from August 22nd for the general fund of $1,850. Then I have a ratification of claim from August 23rd for the Genesis Center operating of $8,811.99. Then I have ratification of claims from August 26th for Fund 470 Fund redevelopment of $449,468.13, and Fund 849, the Northwest Indiana Tobacco Grant of $1,537.71, for those total claims to be $451,006.09. Okay. Then I have approval of claims for this Friday, August 30th, the general fund of $133,085.52. Then I have special revenue totaling $79,109.75. That total is made up of Fund 204, EEOC Human, $153.91. Fund 223, Comp Court, $2,733.44. Fund 227, Law Enforcement Training, of $109.39. Fund 231, Local Road and Streets, $2,775.62. Fund 250, Park Department, at $8,808.03. Fund 251, Park Athletics, of $202.50. Fund 254, Vehicle Auction, of $5,844.05. Fund 261, Community Development, $3,597.58. Fund 402, CCD, of $18,620. Fund 823, Consolidated TIF, $7,400. And the last special revenue is Fund 826, Lakefront TIF, at $28,865.23. Then I have the following claims to be paid as well. Fund 212, Home Program, $22,360.57. Fund 216, Marquette Park, $12,177.71. Fund 224, Ambulance Non-Reverting, at $23,425.81. Fund 445, City Building Renovation Fund of $29,505.03. Fund 702, Fire Pension Fund of $1,300. Fund 730, Police Pension Fund of $1,300. Fund 791, Self-Insurance of $31,030.90. Fund 815, the Neighborhood Stabilization Program of $3,220. Fund 816, Lead Grant of $1,500. Fund 848, Healthy Start of $2,000. Fund 855, Blight Elimination at $265. And the last one I have is Fund 879, the Genesis Center Tourism of $2,800. Total claims to be paid this Friday of $343,080.29. Then I have the approval for pension payroll for August 28th. The fire pension payroll is $373,014.36. And police pension payroll of $388,450.48. Her total pension payroll will be paid of $761,464.84. And then lastly, I have approval of payroll withholdings for August 28th. And that amount is $10,841.83. I make a motion to ratify and approve the claims as presented.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
I have one question about the withholdings. We do that, what, every 6 months?
Once a month.
Once a month?
Once a month.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Correspondence from the Police Department, retirement of Sergeant Mike Mallard.
Police Chief Allen has submitted the letter of retirement of Sergeant Michael Mollett. Did we do this already?
That's what I thought. We did
This
that
is a
last
repeat.
week.
We did. I agree. Last week.
Yeah, we did it
We
last
did
week.
that. We did it last week. I thought so.
I
too.
just didn't know if there was something different, did the
No.
date change or something
No,
like
it's still
that?
effective August 13th.
Okay.
So, if I may, move
Yep.
to the next
I'm
item?
sorry, yes.
That's okay. The next item I have is the ratification of the interlocal agreement with Lake County for disbursement of JAG funds. The Law Department has reviewed the enclosed attached memorandum of understanding between the City of Gary and Lake County. The MOU requires the city to accept JAG funds in the amount of $40,951 and to provide Lake County with $10,237.75 of those proceeds, as well as make Lake County the applicant/physical agent of the funds for the program. Lake County's MOU with other major North Lake County municipalities with minor language and award splitting amounts. It's the opinion of the Law Department that this MOU is in the best interest of the city and should be executed. So we have a grant agreement here that the city will receive $40,951 in JAG funds and that the county will receive $10,237.75. My understanding is we will get the 40,000, they'll get the 10. We're not cutting a check for the other amount. And this grant is valid through September 30th of 2022. So I will make a motion then to ratify and approve the interlocal agreement with Lake County for the disbursement of JAG funds.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, I have a ratification of contract with Whitaker and Company. The Law Department has reviewed the enclosed contract with Whitaker and Company to provide accounting services to the City of Gary. The term of the contract is from January 1, 2018 until December 31st, 2018. And the work has already been completed by the contractor. The contract needs to be ratified, and the contractor shall be paid an amount not to exceed $150,000. Mr. Whitaker did provide a great deal of services for the city, as far as assisting with budget and a variety of other accounting services. I know that the agreement has been signed in the QC 12 and 40 here along with the Freeze Committee form. So I will make a motion to approve and ratify Whitaker and Company contract.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I'm sorry.
Next, I have a correspondence from the Department of Environmental Affairs, the contract with Metric Environmental. The Law Department has reviewed the enclosed contract with Metric Environmental LLC to provide various environmental, land quality, and engineering services. The term of the contract is from August 1st, 2019 until till July 30th, 2020. Contractors shall be paid an amount not to exceed $90,900. So the contract has been signed by the contractor, the term and the scope of work agrees along with the term. QC 1240 and the Freeze Committee are here, so I make a motion then to approve the contract with Metric Environmental.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, I have the ratification of property agreement with Gary Public Transit Corp. for the management of the Gary Transportation Center. The Law Department has reviewed the attached Metro Center property management agreement between the Gary Public Transportation Corporation, or GPTC. The agreement is marked as Exhibit 1 and is attached. The city owns the transportation center, and under the agreement, GPTC pays for normal operating expenses and other expenses as may be required to maintain, operate, and manage the building and grounds for the Metro Center from gross revenues collected from tenants. The city is responsible for the following expenses: capital improvements, private security, trash removal, utilities, for provide proper insurance coverage. The term of the contract is for 10 years from January 1, 2017 till December 31st, 2027. The management agreement is in proper legal form and sufficient to adequately protect the interests of the city of Gary. The agreement has been signed by GPTC. It does list the items in here, and we do have some questions, so.
Okay.
Do you want me to do those before I make my motion?
No, make your motion and then we'll take questions.
Because my motion may change. I'll make a motion then to approve and ratify the GPTC MOU.
I second.
Okay, it's been moved and second. Are there questions?
Yes, there's questions. So I was looking at the agreement, and under the insurance portion of it,
Mhm.
I remember, I should have circled it when I was reading it. But there's a section in there describing what the city keeps up for insurance.
Mhm.
Since we own the building and we're the landlord, it makes sense to have insurance on the building itself.
Mhm.
My question is, why are we providing other insurances on
What
that?
insurance are?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find.
Greg, do you know what insurances they're asking for?
It's,
Attorney Kelly White Gibson is attorney for the.
Is she here?
No, she's part-time, so she's not here.
it's, there's no page number, but it is under the section 3 duties of the owner, number 7. It says owner agrees to provide $1 million insurance cover for the Metro Center to,
What page?
That's liability coverage.
as long as it's only liability coverage, but we're also holding GBTC harmless. It's, Greg, I'll give you my page here. It's the item number 7 there.
Yeah, I wasn't involved in this at all. I can email her, try to get an answer for you, but,
We can defer.
Okay.
That's some answers.
okay,
Yes.
all right.
So if you could make a motion to
I'm
defer.
going to change my motion to defer the MOU between GPTC and the city.
And you should
Second.
probably tell her, I'm sorry, it's been moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You should probably tell her she should be here for the
Next time.
discussion, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
So she can answer those
All right.
questions.
You mind if I run and make a copy of this?
You can have
Of
that.
course.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, next we have some, we have correspondence from the law department for Ronise Harlan. The law department has reviewed the enclosed contract for Ronise Harlan to serve as part-time medical assistant, lead tester for the City of Gary Health and Human Services Department. The term of the contract is from August 19th to December 31st, 2019. The contractor shall be paid an amount not to exceed $5,000. Scope of the services, the term of the contract, the compensation. The contractor will pay an hourly rate of $15 per hour for the work not to exceed the $5,000. I just wanted to make sure that there was no. There was no biweekly amount guaranteed on that. So I believe the contract, yes, the contractor signed it. I know the QC 12 and 40 are here. It's being paid with grant funds. There's no freeze committee requirement. So I will make a motion then to approve the contract with Ronise Harlan as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye. Then I have a contract with Mary Ellen Costello. The law department has reviewed the enclosed contract with Mary Ellen Costello to serve as a part-time medical assistant lead tester for the City of Gary Health and Human Services Department. The term of the contract is from July 27th, 2019 to December 31st, 2019. Contractor shall be paid an amount not to exceed $5,000. The scope of the work is agrees to the memo, the term. The compensation is $15 per hour not to exceed the $5,000. contractor did sign the contract. The QC 12 and 40 year here, and again, is being paid with grant funds, so no freeze form is required. So I make a motion to ratify and approve the Mary Ellen Costello contract.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence from Public Works, request for permit to replace water services.
Yes, I have a request for permit to replace water services for Indiana American Water and Rex Construction for the alley between Delaware Street and Maryland Street from East 46th Avenue to 47th Avenue. Rex Construction has requested a permit to replace water services on behalf of Indiana American Water. Lead service lines will replace the entire length to the home. The traffic control method is acceptable. No closures are anticipated. The work is to start September 23rd and last for 30 days. If the board approves, we recommend granting Indiana American Water and Rex Construction a permit contingent upon the fee shall be $200 for the city's schedule of fees. A right-of-way permit requirement shall be followed. Petitioner shall notify affected property and business owners, police, fire, and Board of Public Works. And petitioner shall notify Public Works and the Building Department upon completion to schedule a final inspection. In reviewing the documents all seem to be here. We'll make a motion then to grant the permit request to replace the water services.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Request for permit to replace stormwater sewer.
Yes, I have a request for permit to replace stormwater in the Gary Sanitary District and Grimmer Construction for Pierce Street between 21st Place and 23rd Avenue. Grimmer Construction has requested a permit to replace storm sewer, as well as install new drainage facilities at the subject location on behalf of the Gary Sanitary District. The traffic control plan has been submitted and is found to be acceptable. The work will begin on Tuesday, September 3rd, and will be completed no later than Friday, September 6th. There will be a single 4 to 6 hour closure during the work hours. If the board approves, we recommend granting Gary Sanitary District and Grimmer Construction a permit contingent upon the fee shall be $200 for the city's schedule of fees. All right-of-way permit requirements shall be followed. Petitioner shall notify affected property and business owners, police, fire, and Board of Public Works. Petitioner shall notify Public Works and Building Department upon completion to schedule a final inspection. All the items are here, so I will make a motion then to approve the permit to replace the storm sewer.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Permit request for soil, I always had the hardest time saying this, soil boring and pavement cores.
Yeah, I have now I can't talk. I just said- Excuse me. I have a permit request for soil borings and pavement cores. It's the Gary Sanitary Stormwater District? Correct, okay. And GCOM Professional Services for East 6th Place between Lake Street and Howard Street. GCOM Professional Services are requested a permit to perform geotechnical investigation at the subject location. This work is for proposed stormwater drainage improvements by the Gary Stormwater Management District. Traffic control plans have been submitted and are found to be acceptable. The work would take place the week of September 3rd and will take 2 days to complete. If the board approves, we recommend granting Gary Stormwater Management District and GCOM Professional Services a permit contingent upon our requirements in the right-of-way permit requirements shall be followed. GCOM shall notify affected property and business owners, schools, police, fire, GPTC, and Board of Public Works. Upon reviewing everything, all the documentation seemed to be here, so I will make a motion then to approve the permit request for the soil borings and pavement cores.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
IDOA road salt.
I have an email here that we received the road salt contract from the state. Our provider will be Cargill, and the price is $91.23. Is that per ton of salt?
Mm-hmm.
The price of salt has increased from last year. Our NDOT district is LaPorte district, so I'm not sure what to do with that other than just,
We just wanted to read it into record that we have salt committed for 5,000 tons at $91.23 per ton, and that Cargill is our provider this year again, same as last year. Just read it to record.
because this is off the state's QPA.
That's correct.
Okay. nothing to make a motion on or anything, so.
Okay. Correspondence from Community Development, approval of change order for new fire station number 5 project.
That was something we approved last week.
Okay, so this is not new, okay.
It's not new. I mean, it shouldn't be on the agenda.
Yeah. What about the Hudson Campbell change order?
That's a new one.
Okay. Approval of change order for Hudson Campbell Fitness Center by Powers and Sons Contractors.
Yes. Attached is the change order for Hudson Campbell Fitness Center rehabilitation project. The change order increases the original contract amount from $2,855,917.93 to $3,128,125.28, an increase of $272,207.35. The details of the change order are provided in the attached documents, but generally include new concrete stairs and new handrails at front entrance, removal and replacement of vestibule, can, and strip lighting, new metal panels and structural steel at north and south faces between existing building and new curtain wall, remove and replace damaged drywall on second floor and first floor vestibule due to water leak, white laminated glass panels for new curtain area, replacement of wall heaters in the vestibule area, removal and inspection of high bay gym lighting and cardio strip lighting on second floor, relocate existing steel as required for curtain wall install, paint existing steel and new structural steel on site, frame and close north and south ends between the existing building and new curtain wall, mechanical soffit repair and vestibule ceiling. I'm requesting the board approval of these change orders. If you have any questions, please contact Arlene Colvin, Director over at Community Development. All the change orders are signed, as well as the request from Community Development. So I will make a motion to approve the change orders.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
I had one. Is somebody here from Community
Yeah.
Development?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did it go? So I didn't understand what relocating the existing steel is required for the curtain wall install was, and about the painting of the steel and new structural steel on site.
There was, once we removed the skin from the Hudson Campbell, because you know, behind the wall there.
I'm sorry, I can't hardly
Once the
hear.
steel was-
Why don't you stand up?
Once we, I'm hiding, Once we removed the steel from the curtain, the original wall, there was a still big steel I-beam there that had to be moved, because we had to relocate that so the new facet would fit to the building.
Okay.
So we had to remove that steel there, and then we got to peel the side, the onion skin off the sides of the building and reconstruct that so our new facet was fit.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
Any more questions?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Did I hear aye?
Oh, aye, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Ratification of contract amendment, Urban Terrain Consulting.
Yes. I have a memo here that on July 24th, the Board of Public Works and Safety approved a contract amendment for the above referenced company. While the effective date of the amendment is July 1, 2019, the amendment was approved after the expiration of the original contract. In order to clarify and resolve this matter upon recommendation of the Law Department, I am therefore requesting that the Board ratify its approval of the contract amendment. The amendment is attached for the Board's reference. So I will make a motion to approve the ratification of the contract amendment.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval of Dollar Home Special Warranty Deed, 715 West 41st Avenue.
Yes, attached is the special warranty deed for the purchase of the Dollar Home at the above referenced address, which is 715 West 41st Avenue. Accordingly, we are therefore requesting board approval of the attached as indicated here, which is the specialty warranty deed, with the common address, sales disclosures here. So I will make a motion then to approve the warranty deed as presented.
I second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
Is there someone here from Community Lakia, does this mean that homeowner is now being able to purchase their home under the dollar program?
No, this, she did purchase a home for the dollar, the house is purchased, it is
Okay.
hers. This goes along with the purchase agreement because this homeowner in particular is receiving a loan through the bank, and she has to have a deed in order to.
Got it, got it. Well, good news either way, that she's
Right.
able to get her home. That is awesome.
To fix it.
So I'm going to, if there are no more questions, all in favor?
Aye.
Approval of home rental assistance agreement, contract landlord residential, Premier Real Estate.
Yes, we have attached a home rental assistance contract between the City of Gary, Department of Community Development, and Residential Premier Real Estate LLC landlord. Pursuant to the contract, the City of Gary, Department of Community Development will pay a security deposit to the landlord in the amount of $750. In addition, the share of the tenant's rent will also be paid by the City of Gary, Department of Community Development. This contractual agreement commenced on August 9th and will end no later than July 31st, 2020. It is being paid with grant funds, so the QC 12 and 40 are here, along with the inclusion of the SAM result that the landlord is not on the deferred and disbarred list. The term of the agreement is here, the security deposit amount agrees. All the documents were signed by everyone, landlord, tenant. So therefore, I will make a motion then to approve the home rental assistance agreement with Residential Premier Real Estate LLC.
A second.
It's been moved to second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, unfinished business.
I have none.
I don't have any.
New business.
There was 2 items.
The one was the contract for Enron, which I think we're saying we're deferring, right?
Correct, I don't want to
Correct.
add that one to the agenda.
And then the
There was an MOU.
Interlocal
MOU
agreement.
with the, or in a local agreement with the fire, the city and the airport.
Yes.
But if I could take a recess for 2 minutes, I just want to talk to the deputy chief about it before we.
And I also had to add another agenda, another item. if
You
that's
do,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, give me 2 minutes and then we can
What are you
continue.
adding?
Bid opening of the County Line Road delineators.
Do you have that?
Do you have anything?
No, but there was an advertised bid opening, I
It
don't
was
see,
advertised bid opening,
I
he
don't
doesn't
see
have
anyone
anything.
here with
Exactly.
bids.
So there was nothing, no business.
Okay, got it.
I think it should be read into the record
Right, I agree.
that there's no
That
bid.
was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I wish I'd have thought of that.
Tell him.
Unless you want to know.
Right, that's our business.
What, man, but what? The house gotta be fixed now?
Right,
But it still is funny.
Right.
Yes, but it's still very funny. Rufus was right on point with that.
Whatever.
He should have his own TV show.
Yes, he should.
Rufus Parnell and guests. Are you familiar with the house?
Yes, very good. I've been in the house.
So it needs a lot of work.
Yes. I've been inside it. I'm much work.
Maybe, yeah.
The basement flooded, so water tank doesn't run flood, you know. I won't make it flood. No. We got pictures of it. Pictures of it, water. And it's full of that person, so he's so big, because they both died. Yeah. Both of them died. So there's no maintenance, right? So if the power is on, what happens? The pipes freeze, right? So that, when the water's still on, the pipes freeze.
What's a fair market value for a house like that?
For her house, I think it's in great.
Well, when it's fixed, I mean, fixed up to reasonable condition.
Probably between 65 and 70,000.
Really?
They can get that much?
You can get $65,000 for a house down there? In a market, in other words, I could fix that up, list it, and sell it.
This is all completely rehabbed. Yeah, we have completely rehabbed.
So-
in current condition, it might sell for $25,000.
Now, I was looking at Mr. Hunt, he lives 23, I think it's 2390, some second house on the corner, man. Hey, his house, man, you know,
Well, you got a church right across the street.
the church is
The value rate.
we raised it.
Yeah, it's in a,
I mean, what?
not a bad neighborhood.
You got a church right across the street.
Nah, man, it's like vacant lot, man,
You know, the church is not
ain't
vacant.
nothing, man. No, they have a
Every
giant
church
tree.
don't mean nothing.
No, that's where, even Mrs. Robertson's house, this lady actually.
Tough to sell a house
She
$70,000.
Well, I'm just saying, you asked me if it was completely new rehab.
But even so, tough to find someone with $70,000 to buy a house, even a nice
We
house.
will show something, and Mark also was that.
Not you.
Do you want to wait on that agreement till next?
No, we're ready.
So are we, I mean, I didn't disagree with what I read.
It's no problem. I just want to make sure they were ready to take it over. Because
Oh,
last
they
time I
were.
talked to Dwayne, he wasn't, so I just want to make sure he's ready.
You got the Chicago.
You tell him your
So
job,
they
we're
get
ready.
money, oh, they get money over there.
I take a hundred to my house, man. Come on, go ahead.
But you still see that loss.
Too much stuff here, good writer's credit.
What's that?
Good writer's
And I
credit.
paid something, that was about
I don't know what to tell you. Are you ready?
6 years.
Stamp, it should be
How much work you done?
Thank you. I am calling back into order the Board of Works meeting.
The only place you really see.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm calling back into order Board of Works meeting, August 28, 10:54. We had an item on the new business, or two items rather, for new business.
Yes. The first one, do we have to make a motion then
To add it to the agenda?
Yes. So like a motion then, I'll make a motion then to add to the agenda the amendment to the interlocal agreement with the airport and the city. And the other is the opening of the bids.
For the county line road delineators.
Okay.
A second.
Thank you. It's been moved and second. Are there any questions about adding these items to the agenda?
No.
The only thing that I would say is that the first one is a ratification, just to point that out.
Oh, this, okay.
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, let's go forward.
Okay, this is regarding the approval of the Second Amendment to extension of the interlocal agreement between the Gary-Chicago International Airport Authority and the City of Gary for airport rescue and firefighting services. The Law Department has reviewed the Second Amendment to the extension of the interlocal agreement between the Gary-Chicago International Airport Authority and the City of Gary for airport rescue and firefighting services. Since 2011, the Cary Fire Department has provided fire suppression services to the Gary-Chicago International Airport. Due to the strained financial resources of the city to provide services under this agreement, it's become necessary for GFD to cease providing these services to the airport and for the airport to assume the responsibility of providing its own fire suppression services. The parties have been in negotiations to transfer the fire suppression duties back to the airport for the last year. The parties agreed that the airport will retrain Gary firefighters to be airport firefighters under FAA requirements, who will provide fire suppression services to the airport. The airport will use 20 part-time firefighters going forward and pay their salaries out of the AV Ports budget. Noted city funds will be used to provide fire suppression services to the airport. The airport agrees to maintain the airport fire station and suppression equipment to be used for fire-related services. All part-time firefighters will be paid certified pay to be paid for by the AV Ports. AV Ports will perform all background checks for the certified firefighters and will provide proper security badges to denote that the part-time firefighters are employed by AV Ports and not the City of Gary. The effective date for the transition of the private fire suppression services is August 31st, 2019. As of the effective date of the agreement, all designated GFD firefighters have been trained and are now ARFF certified. Under the agreement, AV Ports will be responsible for reimbursing the city for fire suppression services for 2014 through 2019 as set out in the agreement. The contract is in proper form and is sufficient to adequately protect the interests of the city of Gary. We have the amendment is here. I read it. I had no questions on it, and it is signed by the airport authority individual. So I'll make a motion then to approve and ratify the second amendment to the interlocal agreement.
A second.
It's been moved and second. Are there any questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Let's go on and let you do the last one since it's.
Oh, next we had, the bid opening for the County Line Road Delineator. I just want to state on record that we did not receive any bids for this, but it was properly advertised. We just did not, twice, actually this is our second time doing it. However, we did not receive any bids for it.
Okay. So if there's nothing else, public comment?
Madam President?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Board. My name is Jim
Morning.
Nowacki. I live in the 2nd District, and I'd like to start by offering my congratulations and thanks to Sergeant Michael Mallett, who's retiring from the Gary Police Department. Thank him for his years of professional service and wish him well in his retirement and probably a new career. I'd also like to comment on the contract today, the approval of the second amendment to the extension of the interlocal agreement between the Gary-Chicago Airport and the for the air rescue and fire fighting services. This is originally the airport had been part of the under the service of the Gary Fire Department, but I would add to the fact that now they're taking over the responsibilities for paying for the fire and rescue at the airport. They'll be using professional firefighters for that. But the airport benefits from a airport development zone, which occupies 10 square miles, or fully 20% of the city. And they have acts like a TIF district, so they absorb taxes from fully 20% of the city's footprint. I would urge the board to look at changing the responsibility of this contract, that they should also be responsible for financing or participating in funding fire suppression activities for that entire footprint. In other words, the taxpayers of the city have to underwrite the firefighting in the airport development zone, and it seems with all the money that they're sucking out of the city at that airport, providing very little service, but plenty of contracts, that this would be a good time to review that situation and maybe get the airport to finance some of the fire and police protection for their entire airport development zone. Thank you.
Any other public comment? There's only one thing that I would say is there is an airport development zone at the airport. Mr. Nowacki indicated that it encompassed 10 square miles and represented 20% of the city's footprint. Certainly does not represent 20% of the city's taxes or even potential tax revenue. There's a distinction between the amount of space it covers and how much tax revenue it generates. All right, if there is nothing else, I would like to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.